Hey everybody, Pandi here of Pandi's Hair Candy and more, as well as the Simply Pandi Show. Thank you so very much for taking a moment to click onto the video. If this is your first time stopping by, welcome. If we are already chat family, welcome back. You know I am excited to see you. Over here, for the most part, this channel is based on my love for hair. Of course, taking you all along with me on my natural hair journey, as well as my love of wigs. However, there is an and more on my name, and this channel is all about so much more. This channel is about inspiration, motivation, encouragement. However, I also bring a wide variety of content. You are subject to see anything from a product review, a product haul, TV show reviews, book reviews, movie reviews. We may be discussing trending topic or trending news, celebrity gossip, or we may be discussing political news. It just depends on what's going on and what's trending in the community that we live in. So I like to come forth with topics that matter, news that you can definitely use. I like to encourage you, motivate you, and inspire you, and keep you informed on what's going on in the world around us. So again, I want to thank you for taking a moment to click on this video. If you did not remember to do so, on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on the like button. That helps with keeping the content out there in the YouTube algorithm. And if you find that by the end of this video you have enjoyed the content, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe. It is free 99. It does not cost you anything. Like I said, my channel is all about fun, okay? You will see game nights. You will see member giveaways. And yes, we do offer a membership, $1.99. So, grab your snacks and your beverages and feel free to chime in on this conversation. Please make sure that you are being respectful in the chat. We are all family over here. Family and friends. Again, I want to thank you for taking a moment to stop by, and I look forward to chatting with you. Without further ado, we are going to go ahead and get started with the topic on this edition of Chit Chat with Pandi, and hopefully we all learn a little something more than we had when we came in. All right, now let's get into this. Hey everybody, happy Sunday. How is my audio? How is my audio? Microphone check 1 2. I got some good stories in store for us today. I am doing awesome, Robert. How are you? And thank you so much for being here, Robert. I appreciate that. Okay, sound is great. Cool. I am so excited, y'all. It is day 31 of the hashtag #JewLive challenge. I have officially been streaming for 30 whole days. Y'all, I did this in a combination of live streams and live premieres. I missed 1 day out of 31. 1 day out of 31, y'all. I am, woo! I'm so excited because it has been a challenge for me to be consistent on this channel. I have had this channel, Pandi's Hair Candy and More, for a total of 3 years. And I started off really strong. excuse me, I'm sorry. Before I got my initial 1K and got monetized and everything, I was going really strong because I was new on the YouTube streets. I was thirsty. I was grinding. I was going live on a consistent basis, and then once I got monetized, I kind of started to slack off a little bit and I would just go live here and there. Hey, Heather, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. I got some good stories for us today, and I tried to make this whole thing podcast style. So you all be sure to let me know after this video is over what you think about this style, because if I can do more videos this style, I can definitely come on at least. I'm going to try to at least do a live 3 times a week. 2 for sure, but I want to shoot for 3. And I do love coming with information. So you all be sure to let me know. Hold on, let me mute really quick as I cough. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. I got my water here. All right, lovely day, lovely day. So I want to first of all welcome you all into the building. I am your girl Pandi of Pandi's Hair, Candy, and More, as well as the Simply Pandi Show, which is the channel that after the challenge, I will be moving all of my entertainment news, like my trending recaps, my TV show reviews, and all that good stuff that I have been doing over here on this channel. I'm going to be moving that to that channel. Like, I want to make that channel just information, because the longer I've been on YouTube, I've learned it's best to kind of niche it up and not jumble it all together. Hey, Miss Full Roller, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. And for the members, you guys know you can always drop the hashtag !, and the word member, and Nightbot, if it's doing its job, will drop your channel link so that others in the stream can connect to your channel. So please feel free to do that while you're here. But yeah, guys, so for the purposes of being consistent, I wanted to come through with a trending recaps on basically what I saw trending this week in entertainment news and world news and just everything going on in social media. So I do have some pretty juicy stories to talk about. Hey, Edward Smart, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Edward, as a member, you can definitely hit the ! and the word member, and it will drop your channel link so that everyone in the chat can connect to your channel. So again, welcome you all to day 31 of the hashtag #JewLive Challenge. And big shout out to all of the content creators that jumped on board with me with this challenge. I want to send a special shout out to those ladies that were rocking and going live every single day in the month of July. That would be none other than Miss Key's Kitchen, GA Georgia Girl, Really TT. We had Rochelle Vanderpool, Miss Full Roller got in there, and then Miss Kim's Bling and More. I think that's everyone. So it was a small little group of us that, challenged ourselves and stepped up to the plate to try to drop some more content on a more consistent basis. And like I said, this type of content, I will be moving over to the Simply Pandi channel, and I will be sharing just like little commercials on this channel, kind of directing people over to that channel, because that's where I'm going to be doing all of my entertainment coverage. So again, you all, for those of you just coming in, please be sure to drop in the comments at the end of this video. Let me know what you think about this podcast style of live streaming that I'm going to give you on today. Okay? Now, if you have not already done so, please do not forget to blow dry on that like button for me. Okay? And welcome everyone to another episode of Trending Recaps with Pandi. This, of course, is a series where I pretty much talk about a few of the recent headlines from the previous week. and we all pretty much react to them. So if this is your first time stopping by, welcome. And if y'all are already chat family, you already know I am super excited to see you all here. And thank you all so much for all of your support. I really, really, really appreciate you all. You all have been awesome and very encouraging throughout this whole challenge. Because y'all know me. There's been plenty of times that I want to just say, man, to heck with this challenge. But I am so glad that I didn't do that. I'm so glad. So, excuse me, let me drink my water. I am, now that we've got the welcomes out the way, the particulars, I think I shouted out. I don't plan on giving up, Robert. Thank you so much for that encouragement. I am in here for the long haul. I worked very hard to get this channel up and popping, and I'll be darned if I just walk away now. I'm feeling like I'm finally starting to, you know, really hone in onto what my purpose is and what direction I'm supposed to be going with this channel. And I really understand the importance now of why people have multiple channels, because I was kind of jumbling it all together here on this channel. And that is great for when you're trying to initially get your watch time hours in there and you need to just consistently drop content. Of course, you're going to have some of everything in there because you're trying to meet the demand. But once you get in there and you get solidified, it's time to, diversify, if you will. So, yeah, I don't plan on giving up, baby. So, who is ready for these trending recaps? Let me see some thumbs up in the stream for some trending recaps. And I definitely want y'all's chat participation. So I will be giving you all a little bit of info and then coming back and asking for y'all's thoughts. Like, I want reactions because I'm definitely going to be giving my reaction. All right. So let me get ready to get into this first story, y'all. Let's get ready to get into this first story. I see those thumbs up. Y'all are like, quit playing. Let's get this thing going. And that is exactly what I intend to do. Okay. So, let me remove my overlay. Can you all still hear me? I think you all can still hear me. So as you can see, my first story is going to be dealing with, okay, cool. Thank you, Miss Fuller. My first story is going to be dealing with this whole Chris Rock, Will Smith situation. Why is this the story that keeps giving? It just keeps on giving. It's like the Duracell. Was it Duracell or Energizer battery? It just keeps on giving. Okay. Audio is good. Okay, cool. Thank you guys. All right. So I am going to be talking about Chris Rock's response to the Will Smith apology. And yeah, we're going to get into it. And I am definitely going to want to get you guys' reaction and response to this situation, okay? Hold on. Let me move my mic a little bit closer to me. All right, so I'm looking at my notes here. All right, I already see Robert saying, I don't believe Will Smith. Oh, it takes a licking and keeps on ticking. All right, it was one of them. So y'all know what I mean. This story is like that. It has not gone away. It has been 4 months now, y'all. 4 months. And let me get right into while I give y'all some visuals. Of course, this is a result of the slap heard all around the world, right? Okay. So basically, on July 27th, what I saw trending was that Chris Rock finally addressed the situation, right? And he did so on his recent comedy tour, where on July 27th, he decided while he was on tour with Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle, he decided to make a joke about cancel culture. Now, keep in mind, this is the only headliner allowed comedy tour at the Madison Square Garden. Okay. After Chris Rock was slapped by Will Smith in front of the 2022 Oscars audience, the comedian is finally speaking out about the viral jaw dropping event. Chris Rock basically took to the stage at the Madison Square Garden. Hey, Tech Lid Bull, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for being here. He pretty much took to the stage at the Madison Square Garden back on July 23rd, where he pretty much made a joke about the cancel culture and Will Smith situation. I tell you, every time I go live, I start coughing. But the devil is alive. We're going to get this story out. Okay? So basically, what he did was he made a joke about cancel culture and Will Smith saying that anyone who says words hurt has never been punched in the face by Will Smith. Now, springing forward, of course, we had Will Smith, where he came out and broke the silence after the whole Oscar slap, stating that Chris Rock isn't ready to talk about it yet, but will get in touch with him once he is. Now, of course, the apology was in a 5-minute long video, which of course was posted on social media. So basically, after 4 months, Will finally decided to break his silence, okay? At the tense moment that took place back on March 27th. Now, in that apology, Will indicated that, quote, he was fogged out at that point. It's all fuzzy, end quote. Now, Will says he reached out to Chris Rock, and the message that came back to him was that he's not ready, but will get in touch when he is. Now, Will went on to apologize to Chris Rock and say how his behavior was unacceptable and that he's here when he's ready to talk. Now, Will Smith also apologized to Chris Rock's mother and family, saying that he didn't realize how many people would be inevitably affected by the moment. And I was in somebody else live stream the other night, Don Neasy, another content creators chat the other night, and he was talking about this situation too. And he had pointed out the fact that Will used to be real tight with Tony Rock, and how Tony Rock was heated and ready to put hands on Will. So that's a whole nother spin on this story, okay? So I'm gonna come to the comments in just a moment to see what y'all are saying, but let me finish out my thought here. So basically, Smith apologized to Chris Rock's mother and family, saying he didn't realize how much it would affect everyone in the family, basically. And then, of course, he also issued an apology to Jada and his own family, and of course, tried to include that Jada had absolutely nothing to do with the incident. And then this is the part that really kind of gagged me, y'all. He finished the apology off with, if you hang on, I promise we'll be friends again. Really now, Will? So what are y'all's thoughts on how the slap heard all around the world just continues to play out? It's like I said, the gift that just keeps on giving. Let me look at y'all's comments. and see what y'all's thoughts are. Let me see what y'all got to say. Okay, Edward said, I agree with Robert. I think Will Smith is making this apology in consideration of his future earnings. I feel the same way, Edward. Oh my God, I said the same thing. I said the same thing in Homie's live stream the other night. Robert said Dave Chappelle brought a goat. Yes, basically that was to represent, the goat, the greatest of all time, the goat. I don't know. It was a play on words, I think. But Dave Chappelle brought a goat on stage and gave it to Kevin Hart. Dave asked him what was the GOAT name, and he said Will Smith. Ooh, I didn't see that part now. I didn't see that part, Robert. Oh my God, there are 10 Chris Rock. Oh my God, I didn't know Chris Rock had 10 brothers. Wow. Wow. So everybody's pretty much like, really, Will Smith, I believe, is seeing his future earnings being affected and is doing this for business considerations. Now, that I have to agree. I don't know, something about it, because why has 4 months gone by? And why are we all of the sudden hearing this apology? And then all around the same time that Chris Rock is also speaking out. Robert said Rochelle was busy. Oh my God. Please don't tell me that's his mother. Please don't tell me that's his mother, Robert. So I think it's safe to say that everybody, at least so far in this chat, is pretty much like, okay, Will, you tried it. You tried it. He should have been apologized. And can y'all see the look on Jada's face? Let's not forget the look. Okay, because remember when Chris first came with the highly inappropriate statement that was made at the Oscars, Willie Boy was over there sitting next to Lupita cracking up. And he was laughing hard. Y'all see his face? He was laughing hard. But then Jada, she cut that look. You see that look? And when he looked over there and saw that look, he got up and he went up on that stage. I'm just saying, that's kind of the way I remember it happening. That's kind of the way I remember it all happening. I'm just having fun with it, y'all. And I'm talking about it. Listen, it all happened publicly. It played out publicly. So we talking about it publicly, right? Willie Boy, yes. And would you like that? Oh my goodness. Let me see what y'all are saying before I move on to the next story, because I'm over this one. I'm so over it. I'm just like, why did it take 4 months? Why are you apologizing? You don't want to see Bad Boy 4. Oh, you know what? I doubt they ever work together again. And I'm just amazed at the cockiness in the statement, I'll be here when he's ready. And I promise you we'll be friends again. Really, Will? Really? I'm just saying. Jada Pinkett needs to apologize to all the parties. Well, Robert, don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath on that one. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't personally think that's going to happen, which is why Will has insisted that she had nothing to do with it. So, yeah. Moving right along. Moving right along, y'all, to my next story. Now, a trending topics recap would not be complete unless I included the Queen Bee. Okay? Get all the way into it, y'all. Who's ready to get into the Queen Bee? And Beehive, please don't come for us. We are not attacking the Beehive or the Queen Bee. And matter of fact, hold up. I'm tripping. Why I always forget? I was about to say, why do y'all let me forget? But it ain't y'all's fault. It ain't y'all's fault. It's my own fault. Hold on. I'm looking for it. My fair use disclaimer. So, today's chat is going to be all done under the Fair Use Copyright Disclaimer Act. We are simply giving commentary. We are reacting. We are chatting about what's trending in entertainment news. Okay? So please don't come for us. Please don't flag my video. None of that good stuff. We are commenting. We are giving our perspective. We are reacting under fair use. So, we're going to be talking about Beyonce's new album, which is her 7th studio release titled Renaissance. And I already see Robert is very, very vocal about the situation. Hi, Makeup Mom and Son. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming in. Happy Sunday, everybody. I appreciate y'all. So, this next subject, of course, we're going to get into a little bit of this Beyonce Renaissance situation. Let me see what y'all are saying. Because I seen Robert. I know Robert is being vocal. Let me see what he said before I give my commentary. Oh, goodness. Okay, yes, I'm going to be talking about Khalees. I will be talking about that. Happy Sunday to you too, Makeup Mom and Son. Everybody speaking and greeting Makeup Mom and Son. All right, so I think I got all the comments. Okay, so let me get into this Beyonce situation. Beyonce, of course, the Queen Bee is trending, right? We've already moved along. So basically, Beyonce shared her track list on an Instagram stories, I think last week, earlier part of last week, maybe the end of the week before. But of course, she dropped her 7th studio release, and we're going to talk about it. So, Beyonce basically released her highly anticipated Renaissance album, right? We all saw it. The photos were very Beyonce. Now, I will say this. Beyonce looks damn good. Okay? I'm not a hater. She looks amazing. Okay? I will say that. I am no hater. I'm going to give props where props are due. Y'all seen these photos? Thank you so much, Edward, for the share. Robert, you just don't like Beyonce, do you? No, not the album cover. Okay, let's get into it. So let me get into my notes and my commentary on this part of the story. So Beyonce basically releases her highly anticipated new album, Renaissance. Of course, we all know that this is the Houston natives. Look at Edward saying, amen. Amen to that. I ain't no hater. She looks good. She looks darn good. What does she have? 3 kids now or 2? She looks amazing. So, we're not going to take that from her. Now, on this 7th release, she features collabs with people like The Dream, Raphael Sadiq, Big Frida, Tim's, and so much more. There's a lot of features on this new album. Now, of course, this release was from her own label, Parkwood Entertainment, also Columbia Records, and Renaissance arrives pretty much 6 years after the surprise release of Lemonade in 2016. Now, of course, this album is filled with several anthems that resonate with everyone. And B's new album is said to delve inside the mind of an artist who continues to push the envelope. Now, of course, B's Beyonce's new release would not be complete without some type of drama being attached to it. And of course, that drama is coming in the form of singer Khalees. Okay? Now, Khalees is basically saying that Beyonce has no soul after sampling her music without her permission. And I'm trying to see, did I upload that? Dang, y'all, I thought I did. But let me put this up for you guys. So y'all take a look at the Renaissance sampled artists that Beyonce pretty much cited on the album, on the actual album. And then I'm going to come back to y'all's comments. Let me see if it'll let me grab her other picture that I wanted to put up here for y'all. Give me just a moment, y'all. Because I want to give y'all all of the visuals. I want this to be complete. There it is. Oh, I got too many pictures up in here. That's what it's saying. Okay, that's why I didn't pull it up. Okay, let me see what I can get rid of real quick because I really want y'all to see this. Give me just a moment, y'all. I should have had a little commercial intermission, huh? I guess the milkshake is bringing all the boys to Robert. We're going to get into this because I really want y'all's opinion. And as we all can see, Robert definitely has an opinion. Okay, there, let me bring it up. Okay. So basically on this clip that I have up here, she basically this was a part of the Instagram stories where she basically cited all of the sampled artists. And where the drama came into the mix with this whole album release is from this right here, y'all. So Khalees says that Beyonce has no soul after sampling without her permission. The singer pretty much called out Beyonce for allegedly using a sample of her 2000 song Get Along without her permission. The Milkshake singer claims that she found out about the sample on Beyonce's song Energy when the entire world did on social media. Now, Khalees claims she basically pretty much, you guys see from the clip, she put this on her Instagram under her Bounty and Full Instagram account, which is her cooking account, right? And she basically went on to say, my mind is blown too, because the level of disrespect and utter ignorance of all three parties involved is astounding. I heard about this the same way everyone else did. Nothing is ever as it seems. Some of the people in the business have no soul or integrity, and they have everyone fooled. Now, while some people in the Instagram comments thought she should admire the 28 Grammy Award winning artist, including her on the album, Khalees clearly feels that admire is not the word. Now, Beyonce did give her a song credit, like I just showed you guys. Hey, Edwana, welcome in. She did give her a song credit, but that was not enough for Khalees, commenting that it is not a collab, it is theft. Okay. My thoughts after seeing all this play out, y'all, was just like, woo cha. What are y'all's thoughts on this whole Beyonce Renaissance album release? Have you all heard any of the tracks? What are your thoughts on Khalees's response to it? And what are your thoughts on Beyonce? She looks great to me. I've heard a couple of the tracks. I heard there's a lot of controversy around the song Church Girl, because apparently ain't nothing sanctified or holy about it. So y'all do tell. Hit them comments. I'm finna highlight them and see what y'all are talking about, okay? Because we talking about it. This is what's trending right now. And we are talking trending recaps. So let's see what y'all got to say. Okay, Robert says, I like Beyonce. It's not the first time she did it. Robert, you're right. I heard some other bloggers talking about this story, and they were saying that she did something like this to Robin S. before in the past. So I wasn't familiar with that either. I like Beyonce music, but I don't really follow her like that. So that was news to me. Sounds like it's not to you. You said, I guess the milkshake is bringing all the boys and girls to the yard. Yes. Hey, Edwana. Welcome in. So what are y'all's thoughts? We already know Edward says she looked good. I agree. She does look good. Miss Fullrella says, I haven't heard any of the songs. If you go to her Instagram stories on her fan page, Miss Fullrella, I think they play like a minute of all the tracks from the album. So you can kind of get a feel for what it's going to sound like. She released that on IG before she released the album. Okay, Makeup Mom and Son. That's cool. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I was like, ooh, and they already talking about how the Beehive is gonna get her. Cause you know they don't play about Beyonce now. They do not play. All right, it looks like a lot of us still haven't heard the album or the songs. So those are just my thoughts. I am going to move it right along. And again, now y'all be sure to comment after this video to let me know what you all think about this podcast style of live stream that I am bringing and serving up the girls on today. Okay? Because this is a little different. It's a little different. But doesn't she look good? Let's see. Miss Fullroller said something. Trying to get back to my comments, Lord. There you go. Yes. Miss Fullroller said, yes, she looks good physically. However, if she is stealing other artists' material, especially since she is bigger, that is not a good look. That part right there, Miss Fullroller. Ooh, that part right there. My God, my God. And then I just think I heard on another channel, it's not her voice, Edwana. See on the clip that I have up now, she didn't use her actual voice. Apparently, on her new Renaissance album, the song titled Energy, which is track number 5, she credits herself, Tina Marie, and Khalees. Well, Khalees is saying she was pissed because her and Beyonce know each other. They have a personal relationship. And she even went on to say that Beyonce has her phone number. And she said she didn't even find out about the sampling until the rest of the world did on social media, just like everybody else. And so she felt that it was disrespectful, you know. And then other people were saying that this is just the Beyonce way. This is not the first time that she has done something like this. And so where the drama and the fallout came is the singer went on to her cooking channel on IG. Hey, Journey with Kiki, welcome in. The singer went on to her IG account, Bounty and Fool, which is her cooking channel. And, you know, she posted that statement basically stating how her mind is blown because she felt like it was such a high level of disrespect. And, you know, like I said, I saw on other blogs that, you know, they have a relationship. They know each other. They even have one another's phone numbers. So she felt slighted by the Queen Bee sampling her music and just giving her a mere credit on the album. Okay. And even went on to say, because there was some argument in the Instagram comments where people were like, basically, you should be happy that she included you and gave you any type of credit. And Khalees is like, admire? No. Collab? No. She even went on to say that it was no collab and that it was, in fact, theft. I was just like, wow. Wow. Okay. So, moving right along. I hope you guys are enjoying this day 31 of the hashtag JuLive challenge. I have officially been live 30 whole days out of 31 days in the month of July, either in a live stream or in a live premiere. Baby, your girl got her amazing energy back, honey. And I've been coming through with that content for you. So, yes, if you have not blow dried on that like button, please don't forget to do that before you leave. Okay? Thank you. So, yeah, that was pretty much the Beyonce Khalees fallout that came with the release of the new Renaissance album. Shout out to Beyonce, shout out to Khalees. Both the ladies look amazing. I hate that it had to play out this way, and I hope they work that out in a not so public fashion. Okay, and I hope the Beehive don't do her too bad, because you know they coming. They coming. Yes, the song is titled Energy. All right, now moving right along, y'all. Now, child, this next story involves the church. Do Jesus. This next story. Did I say song? This next story involves the church, y'all. Now, give me a thumbs up in the stream if y'all are familiar with this story, if you've heard about it, if you've seen anything popping up in your social media timelines about Brooklyn Bishop Lamar Whitehead. Give me some thumbs up if y'all. Give me some thumbs up if y'all have seen anything about this story, because we finna talk about it. We finna get into it. We gonna give it a little light. We gonna touch on it. We ain't gonna go too deep. Because I was just floored. I was floored at this story. I'm telling y'all, I'm just giving y'all my perspective on what I had seen trending in the streets, in the social media streets. And keep in mind that after today, all of my entertainment recaps and things will be held over on my Simply Pandi channel. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, please make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, because that's where I'll be taking these types of lives and premieres going forward. I'm just giving y'all a little light for the sake of day 31 of the hashtag Jew Live Challenge. All right, so it looks like y'all are somewhat familiar. So Edwana's like, okay. Robert Gann is like, why did he have so much jewelry on? Miss Full Roller says you saw a little snippet of the story. Edward says you saw the video. Okay. All right, so y'all know a little something about this story. So basically, this story involved the flashy Brooklyn bishop, Lamar Whitehead, who is pretty much known for flaunting his Gucci suits, his diamond encrusted chains, and his stable of luxury vehicles, right? Now, Lamar kind of made trending news because of this robbery, right? Now, Bishop Lamar Whitehead, who is also cozy with Mayor Eric Adams and previously did 5 years in prison for identity theft, fraud, and grand larceny, insisted on Instagram that his public displays of wealth did not lead to a Sunday service gunpoint robbery during a live stream service. Oh, so this mess occurred in the house of worship and it occurred live. Okay? Wearing too much bling in public? Yes. And then the fact that he's cozy with the mayor, that was pretty interesting too. Now, at the time of the robbery, Bishop Whitehead and his wife were wearing more than $1 million in jewelry. Okay. So a lot of people were speculating, was this some type of insurance thing? Was this a lick? All kind of stories was rolling around the internet, as you can, only imagine. And the debacle pretty much left his congregation traumatized. And Bishop Whitehead has since gone on this like social media tour. I think he did an interview yesterday with Tasha K. I know he was on Dr. Larry Reed Live, who covers all the church drama on YouTube and Instagram. And so he has basically been doing a world tour, right? Trying to pretty much, explain this whole situation away. Now, I want to know what y'all's thoughts are, and I am definitely going to come to the chat and take a look at y'all's comments, but I want to share a little bit of the audio from the press conference that he held, because he also held a press conference because he was getting scrutinized so heavily, y'all. So hold on. Let's take a little listen to this, and then we're going to give our reactions, okay?
Do not get into any property. So you guys do your research. You guys do what you have to do. But those numbers are inaccurate. With the items insured, yeah, that's a legal question. Anybody else with questions? Have you spoken to the Department of Interfaith in regards to have you spoken to the Department of Interfaith in regards to the situation of the religious houses? Well, we have really been taking our time because this has been a traumatic experience. So I've been having my church in therapy this week. So my main focus right now is to make sure that my church is okay, and all of those meetings will come. All of those meetings will proceed. I'm hoping that the governor will reach out to me so we can have a sit down. Since I am the first pastor to ever be robbed in history in New York City, so I'm waiting for the governor to reach out to me. I'm also just waiting for all elected officials that can pass laws to sit down with me, and I'm definitely going to address that. Yeah. So, before you help turn young man in
So basically, the lady tried to come and shut it down, but he insisted on going on. So listen, y'all.
Press conference at lotim.org. lotim.org. All inquiries or press releases will be sent out to the media with all information on Bishop Whitehead and any questions that you may have. Restore the faith in the community by coming together, right? By not separating. The Bible says a divided house can't stand, right? The Bible also says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. What I represent for the community, I look like you, brother. I got the same Brooklyn hat. I wear it. Look on my page, right? Because I want to inspire you. I want you to be able to understand that the same God that loves me, He loves you. And I want us to all come together. That's how we restore the community, right? When we come together as one, right? Not hating one another, not separating from one another, right? And standing 10 toes down. The reason why they are able to attack me in the way they attack me is because we are a divided people. We are a divided house. And you know, one thing I want to say about that, if they had cameras when my father was beaten and strangled to death by 16 police officers, then we would have a witness. But back in 1978, the black man and the black woman's testimony or witness statement didn't mean anything. And that's why all of them got off. My father's dead. I'm still here fighting for my life.
All right, so I'm gonna close it at that point right there, y'all, because I got to come to the comments and see what y'all are saying. Because was that a deflection? Was that a deflection? Because I'm trying to understand why he went into all of that. Why did he go into all of that when everyone is outraged at this whole robbery? It was over $1 million, just a little over $1 million worth of jewelry that was taken, I believe. Let me come on back, y'all. Trying to make sure I turn that audio off, okay? Let me see what y'all are saying. Robert said that pastor better learn to tuck his gold away or buy some fake stuff. Oh my God. He robbed God's people and they robbed him back. Oh my God. Okay, so y'all definitely could hear the audio. You guys were familiar with the story. So basically, I just wanted to know what our thoughts are. Like, how does something like this happen? And is this how pastors are living right now? I mean, I don't know. Because I know my pastor don't walk around in Gucci suits and diamond encrusted chains and crosses. But then he's not an older man either. He's a young pastor. I think he's in his 40s. So, you know, I think it's okay to have a little swag and be a little swagged out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He's styling and profiling, but we got to keep it and put it in perspective, guys. This guy was, his church is basically in a storefront type of situation there in New York. Okay. And he's hopping out of Bentleys and things. And he's also streaming his services. So this gunpoint robbery allegedly occurred while they were live streaming the actual church service. And apparently, they said that several members of the congregation were left traumatized. Like I said, he made an appearance on Tasha K yesterday, which was leaked via Dr. Larry Reed's Instagram on yesterday, indicating that, of course, his wife has been crying, his 14-year-old daughter has been crying because his wife and children were there. Again, remember now, his wife and daughter, I'm sorry, him and his wife together had on over $1 million worth of jewelry for a Sunday morning service. And so, of course, I would imagine that this would leave the daughter and the wife, as well as the congregation, rattled. You know, I probably would feel weird about going back out and being back in another church. But I mean, I don't often see people dressed as flashy as he is just on a Sunday for church. He's an OG. Wait. Robert said, I was just in New York City and didn't wear any of your good stuff. You was in the Bronx. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, OGs do get robbed too. And like Miss Full Roller says, all jokes aside, getting robbed is no joke, especially at gunpoint. And then can you imagine? Like, and two, to make things worse, of course, people were speculating that they thought it was all staged because nobody was harmed. People were thinking, well, if some armed, hooded robbers came in with masks on, somebody would have got pistol whipped or, anything. And keep in mind, this was a streamed service. So somebody would have saw all that play out on live. I just thought the entire story was crazy. Of course, it was trending. They was talking about it all on CNN, CBS, all the major news media outlets. And then the fact that he is, going around on different social media platforms didn't help the situation. In fact, I don't know who in here is familiar with Dr. Larry Reed. Like I said, Dr. Larry Reed does cover all of the church news, and he's more like, how they have the entertainment gossip section for the entertainment, entertainers. Well, Larry Reed kind of covers the church scene and he gives his commentary. And definitely, Larry Reed talks about all the stuff that won't nobody else talk about that goes on the church scene. And so he went on his show at first and it ended up turning into a shouting match. And he ended up calling him a whole bunch of not so nice names referring to the LGBTQ community. So it has been another gift that keeps on giving with this story. And beautiful wife, he has a beautiful wife. I just feel like, oh my God. The fact that he went on, he had this whole big blow up on Larry Reed's show. Yeah, Larry Reed can be messy. He can definitely be messy, but he's entertaining though. And that's why the people are there. That's why he has the numbers he has. Because, unfortunately, there's a niche for everything. And yes, you will get all your church tea and news over there on that channel. Mm-hmm. Right. And that's where all the speculation came in at, Miss Full Roller. Folks not getting harmed in an armed robbery is not necessarily unusual. True. But it can be. You watch it still, yeah. Depending on who he's talking about, I tune in as well. I know I was watching a couple months back when he was covering Kelly Price and her when they thought she was missing. I was just like, really, Kelly? Really? So yeah, that was basically the church news that I saw trending. Okay. And then my next story, of course, I want to give an update because I told y'all this young lady is very near and dear to my heart. Not the lady, but the story about this young lady. And so I keep poking my head back and looking to see if any updates have been made and see, what they're going to do with her and basically like what's going to happen here. So we are now moving right along to our next story. And that, of course, is Brittany Griner. So I periodically check to see if there have been any updates made in her case. And then I kind of come and share it with you all here because I don't understand why we don't hear about her story more in our local media. I just don't get it. So let me give y'all the latest updates on what I know, and you all definitely tell me if you've heard anything or what you've seen popping off with this story. So this again is WNBA star Brittany Griner. She basically is testifying right now in a Russia drug trial. And of course, she has an interpreter. It's been crazy. And if you're not familiar with this story, let me give you a little bit of the backstory on her. Um, American basketball WNBA star Brittany Griner testified just last week at her drug trial in Russia that she, quote, takes responsibility for inadvertently bringing cannabis infused vape cartridges to Russia, but that she did not intend to break the law. Now, Griner also testified that a language interpreter provided during her questioning translated only a fraction of what was said and that officials instructed her to sign documents without providing an explanation. This is what is so scary to me about this young lady's case. So she was over there in Russia. She was stopped in the airport. She had the vapes in her suitcase or in her luggage, and apparently says she forgot that they were in there. Now, she says the substance ended up in my bags by accident, and I take responsibility, but I did not intend to smuggle or plan to smuggle banned substances to Russia. You can't play around with Russia, okay? They don't play that. They're very strict. Now, Griner, who was arrested at a Moscow airport in February, said during her cross examination, um, during her testimony, the Phoenix Mercury standout described as making a grueling 13-hour flight to Moscow from Arizona while recovering from COVID said she still does not know how the cannabis oil for which she had a doctor's recommendation ended up in her bag. But she explained she had packed in haste while under great stress. She recalled how her luggage was checked upon her February 17th arrival in Moscow and getting pulled aside after inspectors found the cartridges. Along with the interpreter who allegedly provided an incomplete translation, Griner said she was offered neither an explanation of her rights nor access to lawyers and was instructed to sign documents without receiving an explanation of what they implied. She said, nobody explained anything to me, and there was a woman there who said that she was a translator, but she only translated words like name, signature, name, and signature. Now, after hours of proceedings, she didn't understand. This is last week's testimony, guys. She said she did not understand. She was allowed to hand over her personal belongings to a lawyer before being led away in handcuffs. She said she received only a cursory translation of the allegations at her during a February 19th hearing where a court sanctioned her arrest. Now, Griner faces up to 10 years in prison if convicted of transporting drugs. And again, her trial started on July 1st. The 5 previous court sessions so far have been short, only lasting about an hour. And her next hearing in this trial is expected to occur on August 2nd. Now, it is unclear how long the trial will last, but the court has authorized Griner's detention until December 20th. Now, she went to Russia to play for a Russian team in the WNBA's off season. During last week's court session, which lasted about 90 minutes, a Russian neuropsychologist testified about worldwide use of medicinal cannabis, which remains illegal in Russia. Griner's defense team has submitted a U.S. doctor's letter recommending that the basketball player use medical cannabis to treat pain. Now, Griner also testified last week that she was suffering from pain from injuries sustained during her basketball career. She also emphasized that the cannabis oil is widely used in the United States for medicinal purposes and has less negative effects than other painkillers. Now, a Russian foreign ministry spokesperson said last week that the legalization of cannabis for medical and recreational use in parts of the U.S. has absolutely no bearing on what happens in Russia. Okay? Hey, 364 Intentional, welcome in. So, y'all, this slow moving trial and Griner's 5 months of detention has raised strong criticism among teammates and supporters in the United States, which have formally declared her to be wrongfully detained, a designation sharply rejected by Russian officials. Griner again was arrested in February amid high U.S. Moscow tensions ahead of Russia sending troops into Ukraine later that same month. And some supporters contend that she is being held in Russia as a pawn, possibly for a prisoner swap. American soccer notable Megan Rapinoe last week said she's being held as a political prisoner, obviously. So, what are our thoughts on this whole situation with this WNBA star, this United States WNBA star, young lady? I feel like she made a bad decision. She went over there to go play for them during the off season. She claims she packed in haste. She claims to have a doctor's note authorizing her to do the medical marijuana or cannabis. And basically, she forgot or didn't realize that the stuff was in her luggage. She was picked out at the Russian airport, and she's pretty much been locked up ever since February. And I've only been updating this story on my channel whenever I do these trending topic recaps because I just happened to stumble onto this story. I'll be real with y'all. I have not heard anything about this story, but maybe once or twice on the news. And I find that very interesting within itself. So let me come to the comments and see what y'all thought. And welcome in, Smart Aviation. Hey, 365 Intentional. So are you all familiar with Brittany Griner's case at all? And what are your thoughts on this whole situation? I think they're trying to work with the U.S. and Biden's camp to try to do some type of prisoner swap with her child. Jessica's like, interesting. Oh my God, Robert. Was still in shit. You think so? I don't know about that one now. Edward says, lesson learned, please read and review the State Department's warnings bulletins on traveling to other countries. I'm telling you, and I wouldn't even need to read anything to know better than to take any type of controlled substance into another country. I mean, I think that was poor decision making on her part, but at the same time, you know, this is a young lady, and I really hope that she makes it out of there and that she never goes back and that she just maintains a low profile, because I know this has to be traumatic, you know, and I'm sure she'll think going forward, you know. Yes, it is a mess all the way around. And 365 says, nope, she hadn't been following it. Hey, welcome back, Heather. Thank you so much for coming in. Getting the catch up here. Yeah, common sense, but people are taking those type of chances every day. Yes, so true. Oh my God, Robert. Agent Orange. Oh my God. Let me get that off of there before they try to come and flag me down. All right, so you guys, oh my God, we have covered so much. And I have one last piece of trending news that I saw in the past week. This one was pretty interesting, and I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with this. So let me know. And we're going to continue to hold Miss Brittany Griner up in prayer that she make it out of there safely. Do Jesus. So, because my children are grown and I don't have small children, I wasn't very familiar with this place. I just kind of saw these headlines popping up all over the place with all these like Sesame Street characters in, the title. And I was just like, okay, what is this? So, of course, I hopped on because I be nosy like that. I was surfing the internet. So I went on and clicked on it to see what was going on. And let me tell y'all about that. It is very scary. You didn't know about that, Edwana? Oh, Lord, I didn't click the right one. My bad, y'all. This is the one I wanted. Okay. Why? Oh, my husband's crazy. He's sitting up here texting me from out in the next room. I guess he said he didn't want to bust up in the door. I'd be getting on him about that. So anyway, are y'all familiar with Sesame Place? Who in the chat is familiar with Sesame Place and their class action lawsuit? If you guys missed my coverage on the Bishop Lamar Whitehead robbery, the Beyonce Renaissance album release, or the Will Smith Chris Rock situation, you'll want to catch the replay from the beginning. Those topics have already been covered. Okay. All right, the amusement park. Yeah, I guess it's some form of an amusement park. Okay, so you guys are definitely a little bit familiar. I had no clue. I was like, wow. So, okay, let me get into this story, y'all, and let me know your thoughts. I want to know what your thoughts are. And then at the end of this, if you all could please do me a huge favor and let me know in the comments under this live stream what you all thought about today's podcast style live stream. Okay, because it's something that I'm going to be trying if you all like it. Okay, when I do my trending topics, and the trending topic recaps are going to now be moving over to my Simply Pandy channel, and they're not going to be on here. But since today is day 31 of the Jew Live Challenge, I said, let's go on and have a little light of the trending recaps right here on Pandy's Hair Candy and More. All right, so Sesame Place. So Sesame Place, Robert asks, why are they pushing away the black kids? Amazing that you saw that just from this little clip. All right. So Sesame Place lawsuit alleges there was a family who recently filed a $25 million class action lawsuit. Okay. And they're alleging pervasive and appalling race discrimination against children. So apparently, law firms representing a Baltimore, Maryland man and his daughter are pursuing a class action lawsuit against a Sesame Place in Middletown for race discrimination against children who were park guests. Now, the civil lawsuit was filed last week in the United States District Court in Philadelphia, and this comes a little more Then a week after, a Brooklyn, New York woman posted a video of a costume performer dismissing her daughter and niece. Okay, which I believe is the clip that's up there. Now, she also stated in her complaint, not only did they dismiss her daughter and niece, but that they were actually interacting with guests of other races. Now, in the original 9-second video posted on social media, when that went viral, that pretty much led other parents to post similar videos alleging the same type of practice where basically costumed characters were ignoring the Black children but interacting with the children of other races. And so now this has turned into a huge blow up. The Congressional Black Caucus, as well as the NAACP, have stepped in and are now calling for a national boycott with SeaWorld Parks and Entertainment, which of course owns and runs the theme park. So, y'all, I just was like, okay, this is just too much. This is too much, baby. Now it's affecting the children. It's affecting the children now. So let me see what y'all thoughts are on this whole story. And this is my last story. And I appreciate y'all being here for these trending recaps. Oh my God, Robert. Robert! Lord, you can't be putting hands. Or you was talking about the bishop and his jewelry. Wait, Kelly Rowland called who out, Jessica? I'm scrolling back up through the comments. Okay, so Jessica says she was familiar with them because she did recruitment for them, for some of them. You don't think a lot of people like working there from the production side? It's hot. It's summertime. You wearing that big costume like that? I'm not even familiar with this theme park, and it seems like it's a multi-state theme park. Yep. So apparently, you said you saw the trends of the folks there being racist. Really? Really, Jessica? Oh my goodness. Okay. So are you saying Kelly Rowland called the theme park out? Oh, you recruited the people away from there. I got you. I got you. I see what you're saying now. Okay. Wow. So yeah, like I said, I wasn't familiar with this theme park at all. And like my youngest child just turned 21. And then my son, my oldest son and his children, they stay in a different state. So what is that? Oh, my tablet. I'm like, what is that keeps beeping? Dave Chappelle warned us about using sesame a long time ago. Ooh. Okay, so y'all have a lot to say about this. Robert said you're on all the topics. Yes, you are. You watched that again after you heard the history? Oh my God. Okay, Edwana says she saw the coverage. I just happened to see, I want to say last week, I just started seeing all kind of stuff popping up in the email. And then like I'm subscribed to a couple of different magazines, Essence, and then I get the emails from BET, and they always send you all this stuff on entertainment news, which I always find very entertaining to read. And I was just like, okay, let me click on this Sesame thing because I saw all the Sesame Street things. And I was like, well, what the world Sesame Street done got into? And I was like, oh, wow, I didn't know there was a whole theme park and all behind it. has been affecting children. Really? Oh yeah, yeah, for their hair. You right about that. Jessica's like, get it right, Pandy. I made the correction. I'm sorry. So yeah, it says that they're owned by SeaWorld and licensed the name from Sesame Street. Ain't that crazy? Because I immediately saw like the Cookie Monster looking thing and was like, oh, this is Sesame Street. Mm-hmm. Okay, Heather's like, please, my children know 23 and 14. I know that's right. That happened maybe a week ago when she called them out and then called them out again for the bogus apology. Oh, so that's probably why it just all of a sudden, because I just saw a spike in this story last week and I didn't realize where it came from. But it sounds like this has been an ongoing thing. Like I said, there's this Baltimore father who has recently filed a $25 million class action lawsuit. And honey, people are jumping on board. People been coming out the woodwork with their own video clips and footage that they took, and they're saying basically that they've experienced racism at the park as well. Oh, it's in Jersey too. Okay, okay. Wow. SeaWorld has been bad news a long time, so that doesn't shock me. Wow. Wow, you guys. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, like I said, that story to me was crazy. Uh-oh, let me get your comment down. I'm just a clicking so I can get ready to bring it to a close. You guys have been so amazing with the comments and the participation. This time done flew by. I can't even believe we've been on this long. So again, we covered the whole Beyonce with Khalees situation. Honey, she is not at all happy. She is not at all happy, honey, with that new record release, that album release. Now, I will say I'm going to just recap what all we talked about today. Queen B looks good, but honey, the people say you around here need to quit stealing from the other artists. And we also covered Chris Rock responding to Will Smith's apology. And we were talking about how we feel about that whole apology and whether or not it was, sincere and all that good stuff. Okay. So, yeah, baby, this has been a fully loaded trending recaps with Pandi edition. And I appreciate all of you guys' feedback and input. You guys have been awesome. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate you guys. You guys, this is day 31 of the hashtag #JewLive challenge. Now, one of my good friends and moderators and myself, we came up with that challenge last year. We were trying to think of something catchy and something fresh that we could do. We were new with our first 1,000 subscribers, and we were trying to think of creative ways that we could find to kind of, challenge ourselves basically to go live more consistently on our channels. And they already had Vlogmas, they had Christmas in July, and all these things. And so we came up with that one, the hashtag Jew Live, where basically we would go live each and every day in the month of July. And if we couldn't go live, we would drop a live stream premiere. Now, last year, I think I probably did about 5 streams and I was out. I just couldn't hang. I just could not keep it up. And so this year, to be on July 31st and to have only missed one day out of the entire challenge, I'm so proud of myself. And like I said, I appreciate the other content creators that decided to come on board and participate, because it's a great way to generate traffic to your channel. It's a great way for us to cross support because everyone involved, by us using the hashtag, we were able to easily go back and type that hashtag Julive into the search bar on YouTube in the event that we didn't catch it in real time, and we could still go there, watch it, and share. And that was the whole collaboration piece. Not only were you stepping up your content game, but we were also going back and cross supporting one another by sharing out. I shared out everybody's stream on both my community tab as well as my other social media platforms. So this was the second annual, y'all. And you know, I'm already pumped to be doing it again next year. Okay. So y'all be looking forward to that, and hopefully more people will get involved. I think it was a fun challenge. I thought I would be more burnt out. I thought I would run out of things to do and say, and I didn't. And I'm extremely proud. And you guys who have been coming out and supporting the live streams, I really want to say thank you. I appreciate you guys. Y'all could have been a million other places, but you guys decided to give me a little bit of your time and come on over and support. So for that, I thank you. And I thank you all to you who have been sharing. Okay. And also I want to give a special shout out to the moderators. Okay. Because y'all in there greeting people, y'all welcoming, y'all telling people where they can find other content, dropping links and everything. So I just appreciate you all. And I wanted to say that before I get out of here. Now, remember, y'all, if you didn't remember to blow dry on the like button for me on your way coming in, please don't forget to do that before you go out. And if you have the ability to share, please share the stream for me. I would greatly appreciate it. And last but certainly not least, on your way out, please let me know in the comments how you feel about this podcast style live streaming, because like I said, I will be moving my entertainment and trending recaps on over to my Simply Pandi channel, where I will be taking all of my entertainment news and recaps, my TV show reviews, and all that good stuff that I had been previously mixing in on this hair, beauty, skin, and wellness channel. That's all going to go over there. So y'all be sure to let me know. I would really appreciate your feedback. And with that being said, y'all, I am going to bid you all a farewell. Does anyone have any questions for me before I close out? I don't see any questions. I'm looking. Yes, thank you. And to all the members, any channel members who come in, anytime that I'm live, you know, you can always drop that hashtag. I'm sorry, not the hashtag, but the exclamation mark and the word member, and it will drop your channel link for you. All right, it doesn't look like y'all got no questions. You guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday afternoon. This has been fun. I got to get me a good old laugh and kiki. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And thank you all so much for coming in and spending a little bit of your time with me. All right, stay safe. Bye. Thank you so much for coming through and kicking it with your girl. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope you were thoroughly entertained. And if you didn't remember to do so on your way coming in, please don't forget to blow dry on that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? It is free 99 after all. It doesn't cost you anything. And don't forget to share me with a friend, family member, or on your other social media platforms. Let's help each other grow. Once again, I'm Pandi of Pandi's Hair, Candy, and More. Thank you so much for taking a moment to come on over and kick it with your girl. Until next time, you all stay safe out there, stay encouraged, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.